Okie dokie. How did we do so well on our first try? Making it to that portal very much seemed like a thing of luck. For me, at least. Maybe this time, we'll go off on a wee bit of journey before we start off. See if I'm just crazy or if it makes sense. We have Spitter Bolt. Short-lived magical bolt. Ooh, very short-lived. I feel like that's going to be exceptionally dangerous. Does it... I wonder how it kind of pays off, what the trait is. Maybe it's higher damage. 8. Haven't been paying close enough attention to know for sure. And we have a Swamp Potion. Very descriptive. Let's see. This is all different than last time. What can I find on the journey? This is where I'd put like a secret in a video game. Let's see, there being secrets in the wrong direction. Okay, no, we're fine. Never mind. Can't breathe very long, and in fact that seems to be about the extent. So that leads me to believe that maybe these leftwards obstacles, since on the very first map that we opened up, there seemed to be a tunnel blocked by a boulder or something. But maybe they're more of a Metroidvania style thing, where we can unlock them with different items. I mean, here I could probably use a bomb. Okay, I thought it would roll a little bit faster than that, so this is going to be a waste if this ends up being nothing, but I am curious. And so, we'll break my way in. Feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Ah. Well, that doesn't seem worth it. But we take that knowledge into the future. We know from now on that maybe not always a secret worth millions, and instead just a potential sink for our resources. So let's head back to the usual cave the mines that we know and love. Let's try not to die immediately with this little shotgun buddy. Come on, minecart, if you could just come right this way. It worked. It's working. Okay. Well, short-lived, but still fun for me. I appreciate it. Let's get ourselves a little bit soaked in poison. Hopefully not too much, though. What are you? Magic Missile. I do like Magic Missile. It does 75 damage. That seems like a lot relative. I mean, our little tiny pea shooter does 8. Ooh, but we only have 10 charges, so maybe I won't even fire it off to test. Oh, and it did stop leaking, so I could have just waited patiently. How about that? But I can still soak myself, I think. Is this doing anything? Yes, that does dilute the poison, so I probably should have done this a wee bit sooner. Again, just learning for the next time when we will go, oh, so much further, I'm sure. Excuse me, friend, I have a very short range. If you could come this way, I'm not going to do very well against you. I have to sneak around here real quick. You could not leak poison everywhere when you die. That'd be helpful. A weird fungus is what the game tells me is up here. Oh gosh, they're moving. Usually mousing over an enemy doesn't seem to get me any information. Also, the vertical height on that jump definitely took me by surprise. Whoopsie daisies. It doesn't look like I can break that. I need some fire. But I need it up there. Alternatively, because that looks like a fancy chest, how about we try this out? Drop a bomb. Oh gosh. Think we might have blown up our treasure. So, I guess I will... Oh my gosh. You, sir, stop it. I would like all this gold that our treasure chest dropped. So if you could be so kind. Apparently all the gold got burnt up. That's a real shame, so... Maybe don't put a bomb right next to a giant treasure chest in the future. Might be a good idea. But yeah, with the kind of steep learning curve and how you kind of have to just make your way through, I'm not surprised that a lot of the people who I've heard talk about this game are also fans of like old school dungeon crawlers like DCSS. Because I mean, a lot of those games don't really give you a lot of tools. DCSS is a lot better nowadays than it used to be, so maybe it's not as good of an example as it once was, but sure, it'll just take some time to figure out how all the pieces fit together and how a lot of this stuff works out. Especially since there seems to be some sort of customizability with these. There are more slots, so I'm guessing at some stage along our journey I'll be able to add in some new abilities here or there. I also like that all the enemies fight each other. It's tempting to just let them sort it out in their own battle royale instead of coming in and contributing to the chaos. Okay, my explosive friend, I think I'm just going to magic dart you. Or magic missile, I believe it's called. And does this brick structure, or brickwork as the game lovingly labels it? Yes, it does mean the portal. That could potentially be every time. So if we go through there, we get a full heal, a shop, and some kind of boon. If I don't go through there, I'm gonna guess that I end up dying horrifically to something, but can't help but try and get a little bit more cash. Excuse me. Pardon me. No. Oh no, have I trapped myself? For a moment, it seemed like I trapped myself. And unfortunately, it was all for naught. So let's just go through the portal. Let's see what else is in store. What other kind of perks are available? Might find something nice. Even just seeing if this is consistent. I mean, I think these collapse as we leave, but it'd be rough if it was instead a timed thing. Wait a sec, these are all spell effects. So energy sphere with timer, pollen, torch we've seen before, slime ball, okay, heavy spread, so a bit of a shotgun maybe. Spark bolt with trigger. So maybe that's like some kind of delayed effect that we can use on purpose whenever we wish. Glittering field 20, no idea. Rain cloud, maybe just a bit self-explanatory, maybe just to create water, dilute poison, oil, what have you. Bouncing burst, I like the sound of, and spark bolt with trigger. So it looks like bolt and trigger, these just the same thing? They are. Let's get one of these and learn, shall we? So that goes into the spell slot. Spark bolt that casts another spell upon collision. So if I put that there, it does work that way, that's cool. Wait, and then every second shot does that. Okay, so this is like the 3 bursts, or the 3 charges that we can have between recharge. Or reloads, I guess, maybe. And as is, this seems to launch one of our initial ball buddies, a spitter bolt, after it hits something. So that's cool. What if I just put another one of those on? Is that allowed? And last but not least, let's get... Would kind of like my magic missile to last a little bit longer. It's interesting that it has 10 in that slot, which means if the other stuff are infinite, just that will run out at some point and we can still use the other effect. Regardless, what I'm thinking is something like this. Oh, now those got put together and makes it just rebound twice. Interesting. Also, I'm sorry for ruining your temple. There's minus 50% off down there? Or, no, maybe that banner's on this, which is why it's only 15. Well, no, it's cheap. Sure, I'll buy it. I'll even bring torch just in case we want to light something on fire. No idea what else we'd be saving up for at the end of the day, so might as well. Let's see, pollen, a small floating projectile that homes towards nearby creatures. So if I replace this, now the shot is a homing shot, and it triggers off of collision, so we'll hopefully hit an enemy, create the pollen, and then that'll also hit the enemy. That seems like it could be nice. In fact, do I want to do this? Bunch of rebounds. I don't know what happens when this hits an enemy, if it will bounce. Maybe, maybe not. But let's see. Exploding corpses. Enemies explode upon death, but you gain immunity to explosive damage. That seems very good. Just for the immunity to explosive damage, I'd probably take that. Gamble, we've seen before. And more love. Creatures become more friendly towards each other. But I was just talking about how much I like the way that they destroy each other. It kind of gives the dungeon some environmental vibe, you know? So, let's go exploding corpses and try it out. Being immune to explosive damage on its own again seems incredible. Excuse me, my little firefly friends. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that's not great. It seems like the majority of enemy abilities stun you a little bit when they hit, so we can't be in the air. Also, that seems like a new enemy. Ooh, that was not just an explosion, that was poison, so maybe I shouldn't have been quite so hasty. And instead, we can kind of just launch some of these down, right? Like, can I bounce off this wall? Oh, excuse me, Firefly, I'm kind of doing a thing here. I'm learning. If you could please stop that. Jeez. I also noticed that hitting our own pollen fluff did seem to hurt, so I'm attempting to avoid doing so once more. I see this is some kind of hive, so I think I do need to come down here and get rid of the source of my problems. Excuse me real quick while I do some bullet hell dodging. Bullet hole, definitely a different thing. And Lurk, have some fun. Sounds good. Thanks for dropping by, Brain. Hope the rest of your day goes great, and thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Jeez. Might just immediately die. Or not. How about that? I mean, sure, we're down to 25 health, and we just started the second section here, but don't see how that could possibly go wrong. Is the hive still here? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, jeez, that almost got us. I just want to see what this does real quick, if you would be so kind. Double spell, simultaneously cast 2 spells, and firebolt, a bouncy, explosive bolt. I am immune to explosions, my friend, so don't mind if I do. That's it? That was a little anticlimactic. I kind of expected some kind of, you know, explosion based on the whole description there. That's fine. We'll just shoot at this thing infinitely, maybe? Damage numbers are coming up, so I assumed we were doing some kind of work. Some kind of progress was being made. Interesting. I also love that there are those like tiny 1-pixel ledges that we happen to rest on every once in a while here. Stop that. Stop. Stop, please. Oh gosh. What a nightmare. So are we immune to those explosions, maybe? That's something we're gonna have to learn eventually here as we get another wand. A cloud of potent alcohol. So I'm guessing that would mean explosive. I'm also guessing that I might not want to spread that on myself. Getting drunk while in the dungeon here seems like a bad idea. Very dangerous. Oh, and I see gold not expires. I guess expires is the right word. Despawns after too long. So that is definitely a good thing to take note of. Oh, jeez. Firefly, if you could... No. Oh, shame too bad. But we're learning, slowly but surely. And look at that, a couple of new records, woohoo. And even our first time creating our own little spells, so I'm very excited to see how that all shakes out. I wonder if I can rearrange, because I was able to take what I started with off of a wand. Does that mean I can shuffle these whatever which way? Oh, we also don't start with the bomb this time. We instead get a firebolt wand. Interesting. And is this poison? I guess that's poison. Acid potion. Okay, so that's one that we want to throw at our foes. And definitely not accidentally spray on top of myself. As always, let's get our ride. Oh gosh, it's tumbling. A little bit harder to take you on the journey when you're tumbling. Let's see, what have we got here? Bunch of nice lanterns. Can I just squeeze on in here real quick? Nope. You know, I could slowly but surely blast my way through, I guess. Honestly, going quicker than I expected even. One of the first games that I ever streamed was Teardown, and that had really cool kind of voxel physics. Very much like this, only instead of individual pixels, they were little boxes. But the environmental effects are very satisfying in this game and that one. And I love just being able to break our way through piles of objects like that. Very cool and very fun. Oh gosh, it's very dark over here. Maybe I don't want to go this way. Mostly due to the fact that it's a dead end, more so than anything. Guess we could blow our way through there. I could just like kick. Okay, almost thought I blew myself up there, but fortunately it does take a little bit of force to break those lanterns. Also shouldn't stand onto the wooden platform that is very much in harm's way. Alright, take me through. What is going on here? I don't know if you're a friend, enemy, what have you. I guess we'll leave you alone for now. Also, toxic rock. Might help to mouse over things every once in a while before immediately stepping onto them with our bare feet. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, I don't believe I can break my way through here. It seems like I am making progress, but I also just feel like I'm darkening the wood without actually destroying it. What if I do this? Please. I need this max health. If you would be so kind. Yeah, I don't know if that's doing anything. I guess this is an explosive box here. So that does do something. Very nice. Hey, Callie, how's it going? Thank you so much for the 3 months, or for the 5 months. Holy moly. 5 in a row. 3 in advance. Well, thank you so much for the support. Absolutely appreciate it. And always lovely to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic week. Cool game. Yeah, I did see that you had gone some playtime in it yourself on my Steam friends. I'm definitely going through some growing pains. Our very first round, we just instantaneously blew ourselves up, losing half our health with our own bombs. Not my brightest move, but kind of know what's going on to Cernerguard. I think I can blow through this wall with this. Got so used to just having the bombs in that second slot to start off. I feel like I'm very spoiled. Also, one of these days, we'll stop taking immediate damage every time we try and do something. Oh, you could please blow up. I need to burn down some wood. But yeah, I'm finding this game very cool, for sure, Kelly. I love the physics of it all and the interactions between the various elements. And I feel like we're just scratching the very tip of the iceberg in that regard. I'm guessing there's a whole lot more to come, a whole lot more to learn. Especially when it comes to the wand spell effects, rather, because this seems like the type of game where you could luck out into getting a really nice mixture of spell abilities all into one wand and get something wild. You bind the potion to R to quickly put out fires. Okay, that would definitely be handy for me. I mean, I'm still very much just figuring out how to use my potions. And I feel like this might be a bad time for me to experiment with, because I have no idea how potent the acid poison is. And I am, let's say, concerned about what may happen if I use it at an inopportune time. There's the portal. So again, we found the portal pretty early this time, and that makes me want to potentially try to explore around a little bit more. We don't even have any extra wands that we found in this attempt. Let's see, can I collect copper? Does this do anything for me? Is it just flavor? It's just flavor. That makes sense. I had no idea what it could possibly do. But yeah, blinded to R, because the 5, 6, 7, and 8 buttons are hard to reach for sure. Especially those later ones, when you're in a panic state trying to douse flames that are about to absolutely end your entire career. Don't throw bombs at me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh, so many little bomber buddies. You can dump out your potion and refill with water. Oh my gosh, that is incredible tech. Okay. I am going to be doing that in just a moment here, provided I don't die. These are some of my worst enemies to fight up against. Water, water, please, I must dilute the poison. Well, taking a decent amount of damage, but we do know that those heal up at the portal, at the shop, I guess, between worlds, so that's not a huge deal. Maybe I should just crawl back here real quick and check to see if there's any water. There was a tiny bit there, seeing as how I just had the soaked mechanic show up. Also got very distracted. I thought the fire would be out by now. So how about just heading to that portal? Hey, that sounds like a pretty nice deal at this point. Let's head up back this way. Can I take this upper path? I feel like the upper path might be a wee bit safer. And we'll just worry about getting ourselves some nice water in the future. Also, upper path, not the right call. Guess I could just light this on fire, but I'm concerned about lighting myself on fire. I feel like that's going to be a large denomination of our initial deaths in this game, or accidentally lighting ourselves on fire. Oh me, oh my, please sir, if you could refrain from shooting us. Oh, that's not the little wooden tunnel I thought it was. Over here somewhere? Is it just, it was around here? Yeah, there we go. I said good day, sir. I'm gonna leave that bomber for now, and let's just heal up, replenish all of our spells. Guess that's a good indication of how much we're not utilizing the full capability of our second wand. We still had quite a few charges there. Still too poor to afford anything. Oh, except this one's on sale. So if I purchase... Do I have to purchase to see the effect? Whatever. Let's not die with it anyway. So let's see. The Homebringer Teleport Bolt brings the target hit closer to you. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just unload an entire clip. I don't even want to imagine what some of these combinations do, because I bet that's wild. Fire, some kind of split poison shot maybe? This duplicates a spell. Wild. Well, I wish I could afford those. Maybe that is some reason why we may want to explore that first area more in the future. Actually get enough money for it to matter. Let's see. Extra item in Holy Mountain. There will be an extra or an additional item in every Holy Mountain you haven't discovered yet. So that's very good, as long as I can survive to the next Holy Mountain, which I guess is what this kind of shop area is called. Oil Blood. You bleed flammable oil, but are immune to fire. We were just talking about how dangerous fire has been so far. And Projectile Repulsion Sector. Projectiles that fly into a small sector in front of you get blown away. Ooh. These all seem good. Perks can be powerful. I can imagine. I mean, last time we didn't get a good opportunity to actually show it off or try to excuse me, try it out, but we got explosive bodies, and I felt like having immunity to explosions was very nice. So this, maybe in a future run where we actually know what's going on. For now, I feel like oil blood is the way to go. Being immune to fire seems very nice to me, though projectiles are oftentimes the source of our demise. Let's try it out. Might as well just pick something, and we'll live with our decisions. So let's head back into the coal pits again. Excuse me, friend. I really need a better wand. These buddies take far too many hits, and I'm not nearly accurate enough yet to justify. Oh, stop running, please. Excuse me. Hello, my gooey friends. Yes, or is it slime? It's called slime in this game. Yes, I definitely need a better wand, though. I'm gonna be frank with you all. This does not seem like a tenable arrangement. Oh my gosh, there we go. Also getting very gooey or slimy. What do they protect you from? Protect you from fire. Well, that's kind of unnecessary at this point. I actually like the fire. I've become one with the flames and shall never be burnt again. In fact, look at that. How about that? Block, block, block. Very cool. Oh, jeez. Please. Sir, I have children. Guessing you can kind of, once you have a greater grip on the game mechanics here, you can probably dodge these beginner monsters fairly consistently. Not, unfortunately, the case for us at the moment. Still very much in that initial learning phase. Oh, gosh. Wait, so I'm immune from fire. These little stink bugs are fire-based, I believe. But I don't know if their projectiles do some amount of physical damage. Sir, if you could just hurry up and drown, please. There we go. Through the fire and flames. Oh, wait, get the gold. Oh, slightly too late to get the gold, unfortunately. Oh, you're a new friend. Okay, goodbye. I guess we'll learn what you do another day. That's the thing about carting around explosives. As we've learned ourselves, that can oftentimes be the avenue of your own demise. But there we go. Another wand. Please. Oh gosh, it's all the way down there. But there is one up here, so let's see what this son of a gun does. Oh, it has a decent number of effects. So double spell, simultaneously cast 2, we've seen that. Double firebolt, I believe is what the last one had. And freeze charge, it releases on impact. Huh. I mean, I'm taking it, don't get me wrong. I also just went by a giant water pond, and I completely forgot to swap out my stuff here. Excuse me. At least we have some nice damage. Oh, that's a lot of destruction. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna be taking down this entire dungeon by the end of the day. So let's see. If I swap to this, maybe just quickly do a bit of a poison pea. Oh, water evaporates when it comes in contact with acid. Interesting. Don't know if this is necessary. I could probably just... Did throwing it just give me an empty bottle? I feel like that didn't let me keep the bottle. But how does this... Oh, hold up. Pick that up, please and thank you. I just carry the bottle and put it under... Huh, that's very cool. So now I have a little bottle of water. Excuse me real quick. I just need to fill up my water. So if we're immune to poison at some point in the future, we could just fill all of our flasks with poison. That'd be kind of fun. I also failed to notice that this wand has charges, so I probably should have saved those a little more judiciously, but that should be fine in the long run, especially since we'll get another one. Guess what? I got another wand. Triplicate Bolt. I was very much excited for. It gives a projectile a much lower cast delay, but no respect to your aim. Oh, and this one doesn't run out, so it's not a charge one. Oh, I like that. Sure, it occasionally fires a shot in a completely random direction, but what more could you come to expect? So that's a 4-degree spread, does that much? Huh, how about that? Doing it right, thanks Callie for the tip. Just came to say this game is bullshit. Definitely has a bit of a learning curve. We found ourselves in some bad situations like that. I feel like it's the type of game where the first time you run into a lot of things, you are going to die. Look, you found some bullshit. Oh, we do our best here. Oh, wait. Whoa, what's going on? I thought I was dead, but it turns out I got teleported. So which one of you was doing, oh, it was you. When you hit the little blue bee octopus mans, it teleports us. I thought I was dead. I thought that was the camera kind of reconfiguring for death. So I probably could have survived that if I just kept my wits about me. Whoopsie daisies. But that's gonna be a good record. Definitely one of our best ones. We got a little bit more progress here.